Okay, there we go. Hi, Skyrim Hunter. Okay, hello everybody. Menelike's Waffles here. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay, hear the game okay, and you see it okay. Welcome back to more Breath of the Wild. And we're doing like my least favorite thing in the game, hunting Korok seeds. Yay! Ugh. There's one literally right here. Nope, I'm not Hetsu. Oh, one of many. I'm not looking forward to this. Fortunately though, I could use more weapon slots, so I have to do it. Speaking of, I did run around quite a bit. And I did manage to get a real broadsword off of Hinox. It was a blue one, I think. I didn't look for too many of the blue ones, but they definitely had slightly better stuff than the regular Hinox. And I did kill another stone tallest off screen just to get some money. But it was the one I mentioned before that's over here. Who knows, maybe that will add up to my hidden XP. It'd be nice. I'm not sure exactly how many Koroks we're gonna look for. I'm definitely not gonna go crazy with it. After all, I hate hunting them down. Butterfly. There's one just over here. I do have my Korok seed hunting guide open. And as you can see, I marked a few spots. But it was actually lagging really bad, so I think we'll just mark them as we go. Alley-oop. Alright, I'm gonna get bored doing this super fast. I will never like Korok seed hunting. I'm definitely going to regret promising to max out my weapon and bow stash. Oh man, am I gonna regret that. I will admit, on my main profile of the Wii U, that I completely maxed out Link's weapon, bow, and shield inventory. But that was before I knew you don't get anything really good from doing that. I mean, I just don't see the point in me adding more shield slots when I only use the highlighted shield. I don't remember exactly how many I had. I'd have to turn the Wii U on again, I think, to check. Oh crap, I gotta blow my nose. Heffin' finally! I'm glad I made that spicy ramen. Man, my nose had felt weird. Now it feels better. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I should take that off the map as soon as I collect them. Let's go up the Temple of Time, I guess. Man, I really wish I had earbuds again right now so I could listen to some music. So if my headphones weren't designed the way they were, I could just use them, but unfortunately they have an outer speaker, so yeah. They may be song covers, but I'm still not taking any chances with that. Up and up we go. I did get rid of the warm doublet and replaced it with the little hood here. I prefer a different piece of equipment, but I have to get that in Gerudo Town, and obviously we're not going there for a bit. I have been contemplating just sucking it up and going there to get the stuff I need. And deal with the feeling of feeling like a crumb for leaving afterward. But I don't know. I can breathe through my nose properly again. That's nice. Okay, gotta get all the way up top there. I might summon Twy, not sure. We've got the amiibo next to me if I do decide to use him. And of course the Joy-Cons. Up we go. Yep. I see you, you little jerk. You know, I might not build Korok death traps and Tears of the Kingdom, but I understand why people do. These things are super annoying to collect. I should shimmy a little bit closer to the desk here. You know what? Let's turn and go this way. Alright, that actually got me all the way over here. That's nice. There you are. I see you. Not edit, delete. Okay, guess we'll go over here next. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I got up when I did, because I was actually up pretty late last night. Honestly, entirely because I streamed for so long, but I was determined to get all my dang towers. As soon as that was done, I could start messing with some other stuff. That was the important part. Like, I could start pinning locations of Hinoxes and Stone Talus. I'm more focused on the Hinoxes after I ended stream, though. Just because I wanted to try to find some better weapons. I don't think the orange ones are really going to be worth my time here in the very start, though. They're not going to have really good stuff. The blue and black ones, different story. Yep. You're totally alive. That's what I thought. That's the good thing about the Champion's Tunic. You can see enemy health bars. I'm still not duking it out with him. I'll probably lose. Like I said, I'm not good at timing the shield bash thing. I'm definitely going to have to practice that for when I eventually get the DLC, though. Okay, I'm guessing this is what I'm over here for. I mostly watched the video for the location of where the Koroks were, not the precise spot. So that'll potentially be a problem, but we'll see. Okay, I know what that one is. I'm not going to bother putting a marker next to the other one. And again, I know I could have got these guys while we were on the plateau previous times, but the reason I don't do that is in case I miss one. And then if I'm using the guide, it's like, I have to check and see if I've gotten it or not. And that's a little annoying. So I'd rather just try to get them all at once, or at least just make sure I use the guide so I know I'm not missing any of these little jerks. That is why I'm doing it this way. Don't suppose anyone knows what that tune is. Ta-da. Yeah, that's not hard. Seriously still wonder what this weird muck is. Oh, sounds like Papa's awake and he put Oscar outside. My window's wide open so I can hear the dog outside barking. He's probably upset because Papa didn't take him with him when he went to bring the bins back toward the house. Silly fuzz. He'll be right back. Jeez. Alright. Lift this up. Honestly, I find a lot of the Koroks in Breath of the Wild are pretty straightforward. There's a couple who are annoying, I won't deny that. But compared to Tears, they're a lot more tolerable in Breath of the Wild. Alright, now hopefully I don't still keep lagging horrifically. I hope my computer's not running a virus scan. Because I can't make it stop doing that, it just does it. Okay, I arguably know where that is, but show me on the map please, sir. Where's that exactly? Where's that pond? Right there? Right there. Okay, I muted the YouTube video so you guys don't have to hear it. Yeah, actually, before I started streaming this, I was actually watching Minecraft on YouTube. A guy called Waddles. The playlist I'm watching is like a year old, but it's still nice to at least see some of what has happened with Minecraft in my absence. I have not played that in quite literal years. Minecraft has changed a lot since I last played. And I imagine it's changed even more since that playlist I'm watching right now, because it is a year old. Okay. He used a bomb to do that? Well, okay. I mean, so long as you unearth the Korok, who cares how you do it? You're over by... Okay, you're over there. I think this is where you're headed? Okay, I wish it wasn't lagging. I would have marked all of the locations while the starting soon screen was running. But because it's lagging so bad, it's just not a good idea to do that. Ah, they're acorns. Well, I guess I'll pick them up. Ah, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Get up there. Well, this is promising. I'm already feeling pretty bored. But I expected that. I've already made it very clear I don't enjoy doing this. Okay, where to next? I will leave a link in the description, the person I'm using for my Korok seed guide, so don't worry about that. On YouTube, obviously. Because the Twitch VOD won't stay on Twitch forever. Okay, that's hard to miss. It's literally right there. This little bitty flower. Okay, now I gotta hope it doesn't go on top of this, because I can't climb right now. Okay, good man. I don't have to kill you. Of course I could just do it anyway. Okay, next spot. Ow, my back just popped. Okay then. And I think I know where that is, but show me before I go running over there like an idiot. Yes, I know where that is. We actually looked at it while I was wandering around the plateau the first time. But I walked away because I didn't want to mess with it yet. Okay. This is a little puzzle. And for the most part, I can usually figure them out. There are occasions, though, where I struggle, and I won't deny that. Like, Minda can solve puzzles occasionally. It just depends on the puzzle. But there are ones that I'm really not good at. Like, you can go to my YouTube channel and look at the highlights. There's that one in Lords of Shadow 1. Where I had to move the statues around and they spun. I had to make them face a particular way. I hate those types of puzzles, and yet somehow, 2 playthroughs in a row, I managed to do that perfectly on my first try. And hilariously, on both occasions, all I was trying to do was figure out exactly how they all moved. I wasn't even trying to solve the puzzle. I'm just gonna pick these up. There's no reason not to, really. Because we're still going to be needing stamina. And I'm wondering if I'm going to regret having gotten rid of the warm doublet. Well, so long as I don't go over to Tabantha, it should be fine. Because over there it's just too cold. I think the cold area here on the plateau, it won't be that bad. Great, it's effing nighttime. That's literally exactly what I want to be seeing right now. F off. You know, I'm not looting your remains. I don't think I even need key swings for anything. You know, I should... No, hang on. Let me go look up what all the armor upgrades are, so I know what I need to keep and what I don't. Well, I managed to misspell armor. That's hilarious. Probably typing too fast. Oh, this even lists jewelry. That's handy. Okay, I don't plan on using that. Okay, most of this I don't intend on making use of. Okay, let's see. Close that tab. Here, just bear with me a second so I can open this. Open that. Open that. Nope. 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 Yes. Yes. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This appears to include the stuff you get from DLC. Okay, tunics, sand boots, snow boots. That. And that. Off the top of my head, and from the list it gave me, these are all the things I know I'm going to be using. Is that a video? Don't you dare play. Don't play! Do not make me mute you. Okay, I'll just leave those there. Well, they might make me lag a bit more. But it's okay. I'd like to know what I need and what I don't need, so then I only carry what I do need, and everything else I just don't pick up or I sell it. I'm not the type who keeps stuff that I don't necessarily have to have lying around. And I really thought I was doing good about that, at least until the frame on my bed broke and I had to put the mattress on the floor. Now, mind you, I'm fine with that. I don't really care. Except for the fact my brothers told me that the mattress is going to sink in a lot faster that way. But the main problem is, I had stuff kind of organized a bit in a storage way under my bed. And now that that's not an option, there are things kind of cluttered in other locations in my room now. Which is definitely a problem, and I can't get up there. Okay, we're gonna wait here a minute. You just take a chill, Link. I really thought I was good about just keeping stuff I need that I'm using and what has sentimental value. Apparently, though, even doing that, I still have slightly too much stuff. At least if there's not a bed to store them underneath. And it wasn't haphazardly shoved under the bed. Everything was in an organized fashion. And that's actually a funny story. I've told it a few times, but I'll tell it again, I guess, just in case there's new people around. I know Skyrim Hunter's new. He probably hasn't heard this. I've already mentioned I have OCD. And the funny thing is, my room is not clean and organized because of the OCD. That is actually not at all why I keep my room in order. The reason I keep my room in an orderly fashion is because many years ago, when I was, I would say, a bit younger, I was trying to find something and my room was a mess, so I couldn't find it. So I tore my room apart, trying to find the stupid thing. Don't ask me what, I don't remember what I was looking for. But I made the mess even worse, eventually found what I was searching for, and I was like, okay, I can't abide by this any longer. Cleaned up my room, put things in order the way I wanted it to be, and ever since it has stayed that way. Because I just find if I keep things clean and orderly, I can find everything that I want to find. That's why my room is clean and organized. Now, ideally, I'd like to... F you, shooting star. Okay, ideally, I'd like to get at least... Not that button. I wouldn't mind 2 or 3 more slots for my weapons. I'm not sure how many seeds I would need for that. I'm less concerned about the bow. But I would like maybe 2 or 3 slots on that as well. At least to start with. Aw, man, you went over there already? I pointed this Korok seed out while we were on our way over here before. This one's really effing annoying. I'm just gonna teleport to this shrine, and we'll go from there. Why is the elegy of emptiness always in my head? You know, of all the Zelda songs from all the Zelda games, why is it always Majora's Mask, Elegy of Emptiness? Majora's Mask is like one of the few Zelda games I only ever beat one time. And that's because I found it a little difficult to play through. Now that I have Trigger Conroy, it would be easier, but... I don't know, I'm worried that it'll irritate me that I can't control the camera so freely. Have you really nothing better to do, mate? Is there a third one? Yeah, there is. Did you just take your friend's arm? What is wrong with you? Although, on the note of Bokeh Blends, I should probably activate at least a Great Fairy or 2 so I can upgrade my stuff a little bit. It would definitely be in my best interest to do so. Come here. Now don't fall in the water. That's the last thing we want to do is fall in the water. Gimme. You know, I just swear I've gotten this Korok seed in like some of the dumbest ways possible occasionally. Don't ask exactly what dumb method worked. Let's just say I positioned this in a strange way and it managed to get me the seed. That's why I say dumb way. Okay, that worked. Good. Positioning this stupid thing in metal can be really frustrating sometimes. Okay. It looks like Beard Bear had a bit of a hard time. Still lagging. Now yesterday it wasn't doing this when I was streaming, so I'm really wondering what the problem is here. Where are you standing? Over there? Like... right there? I think so. Oh, that's a cold breeze. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Pull my blanket up to my shoulders. That breeze is cold, but it does smell nice. Okay, I'm gonna teleport again, because I don't want to climb back up there. Especially while I don't have snow boots. That makes it really tricky. I'm hoping I can get the snow and sand boots pretty easily this time around. Like, I'm pretty sure I know where the side quest items are. Sorta. I'm not making any promises. It's been a while. And I already see what I need to be looking for. Should I go down there and activate that? Nah. It's not that hard to get access to it. If anything, we could just glide from the plateau here. And I'm running out of flint. Or at least that melts quickly. Says as it begins to melt a little slower. Of course. Waiting, 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 waiting. Where's the next one? There's not that many of these guys on the plateau, but then again, the plateau is not that big. In the grand scheme of things, on the whole map, the Great Plateau is seriously tiny. How are you not gone yet? Probably would be a little faster if I just shot it with fire arrows, but I don't want to waste my bow durability or my fire arrows. We don't have a lot of money to be buying more arrows. Definitely a reason I want to kill some Talus. Hello there. What are those little branches you've got? Is that holly? I have no idea. Okay. So from that shrine to over here? Like there somewhere? Above or below? I actually need to check that before I go over there. Okay, slightly below. Where am I taking that when I get there? Just around the corner. Okay. Now, usually I wouldn't watch exactly where a Korok seed is if I can find it myself, but I don't have the patience for this crap. I'm not gonna rant and rave on why I hate doing this, because I've done that enough at this point.
Hello, good hunter.
Oh, hello there. Thank you for the follow. Oh, someone else doesn't like them either, huh? Good, I'm glad. I effing hate this. I have never liked it. Well, unfortunately, I have to find them to get more weapon slots. Otherwise, I'd ignore the little jerk faces. I hate doing this. Into that. Yeah. Okay, there. If I bring these to Hetsu right away, I'm definitely gonna have to go and discover the woods just so I can talk to him some more. But that's fine. We already have all the towers, so it wouldn't be a big deal. And I know the trick how to get through there. Next Korok seed, please. Right, that's just over here, isn't it? Yeah, that's just right there. Okay. I don't disagree with you there. But I will keep saying I think they're a little bit easier here in Breath of the Wild than they are in Tears of the Kingdom. Especially in Tears when you got the stupid ones that you have to take places. I usually end up ignoring those ones. Can I hop that successfully? Sort of. This might be a problem. I could have teleported back to the shrine, but I didn't see that as entirely necessary. I cooked up some Endora carrots for a reason, after all. Okay. I'll probably never try that. I don't really play games on hard mode. Not my cup of tea. Here we go. Alright, where's the next one? This isn't my idea of fun. Over here. Alright, I'll head over. If I can't find it, then I'll look at the video. Yeah, the only game I can actually say I played on hard mode was Bayonetta 2. And that's because I thought I had to do that to unlock characters. Turned out I was wrong about that. And while I was kind of good at the game at that point in time, I wasn't that good at it. So it was not going well. I'm glad I didn't have to beat it on hard mode. Dum 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 dum. Alright, where are you? Eh. Is this one? That's a yes. Okay. I get the feeling you're not who I was looking for, though? I have a feeling I was looking for this. Link, get off the wall. Not that button. Out of my way. Okay. I actually remembered these two. Not their exact placement, but I remembered they were here. Alright, let's get back up. And go check the guide. Good word, why is this so dang laggy? Oh no, actually he picked up the rock first. Alright, whatever. It doesn't really matter which order I do it in. Is that the effing FedEx truck? I swear, it always goes by when I'm streaming. Okay, right there. I'll just teleport over. No, I got that one already. That's the one that's in the Shrine of Resurrection. And that appears to actually be all the ones that are on the plateau. Alright, that's good. So, that's the Great Plateau Korok's finished. Dang it. 17. That could probably get me a couple of upgrades. I'd like to get a few more of the suckers, though. Well, I wouldn't, but I need to. There, that's how I should word that. Oh, well, there's actually quite a lot of them in the Dueling Peaks area. Just looking at the number of all of those on this person's map, I already don't want to keep doing this. I'm guessing that's actually on the ground over here? Okay, mate, you don't have to show all the locations like that. Alright, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to fast forward a bit here. Are you quite through now? Okay, good! Sheesh. Wait, is that not on the ground? 441 to max my weapon inventory, huh? Effin' peachy. course, there's bows after that. I don't intend on maxing out my shields, because I only use the Hylian shield and I don't collect shields. So I'm not going to touch the shields. Okay, that looks like over here at the bridge. Yes, and I think I know which Korok that is, actually. And I suddenly wish my horse was over here. Okay, how about I teleport over here, board, and then take the horse out again, and then we ride over to the bridge. And I will say this now, there's a couple Koroks that I'm probably not going to get just because their puzzles irritate me too much. I like what little sanity I've got, so I don't want to go through it trying to play games with these stupid Koroks. Well, maybe? I haven't been Korok seed hunting over there in a long time, so I don't remember what those are like. I think one of the ones I don't like is at the bridge, so I can potentially point it out. Man, that is so much faster here on the Switch. On the Wii U, that would take so long. Yeah. Alright, time to go. I see the Korok that's right there. I'm not good at those. Entirely because Midna's a crappy shot. Okay. Wait, no. That way. Cha. Oh, that one. I actually saw a trick for that in the guide I was using, so it wasn't that bad. I don't remember what the trick was exactly, but when I did what the person did, it worked fine. It either was a stasis trick or a Octorok balloon trick. I don't remember which. But I know exactly the Korok seed you're talking about. Eh. Get mowed down, you piece of crap. Not that I knocked him over, but whatever. Actually, if I think about it, isn't there a memory somewhere over here? I swear there is. I don't remember its exact location, but I think there's one over here. Because I recall coming across it another occasion where I was Korok seed hunting on a different playthrough. I think it's by a tree? Hang about. Okay, I gotta remember that's not how I look for that. Question is, am I getting it right now? No. I would not be getting it right now, actually. Because I'm trying to get these things in order. There's not really much a point in doing that. I would just kind of like to do it in order. means I totally could have gotten that one next to the shrine when I activated it last night. Oh well, no big deal. I can go back to that spot anytime I want. Because after all, I turned on the shrine. Alright, you stay there. I'll be back. It is so nice that there is not some giant malice-ridden three-headed dragon thing on this bridge now. Gosh, I hated killing that thing. So annoying. It's definitely nice to play Breath of the Wild again. Things aren't nearly so difficult. Okay, let that recharge. Adieu. Yep, that's exactly the one I thought it was. I could just actually use a fire arrow, but not entirely necessary. Because that works just fine. Okay, Yep, that's what I was... I knew there was one here. That Korok right there. That Korok puzzle, I am absolutely terrible at doing. You basically have to throw a rock into the center of all those rocks. I am not good at it, and I'm ignoring that Korok. I am not going to get it. Any of the ones that are like that, I'm going to be ignoring. And interestingly enough, my guide did not go get that one, despite the fact he was already there. He actually went over here. Interesting. Now, unfortunately for you... Come on, go away. I thought I fixed this. Strange. Whatever. I guess I still can't get rid of it. And my brother's not awake to get rid of that for me. I'll just ignore it. You sure did get insanely lucky to get one of those on your first try. I hate those Korok puzzles. Can I, like, bring the horse up there? Surely I can. So long as I do it right. Da, 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 da. Yep, okay, I got up here. Alright, now where are you? I'm guessing you're on the little... It's gotta be you, yeah? That's what I thought. Okay, I have a guess where they're gonna go next, but I'm not sure. Yep, that is exactly where I thought they were going to go next, but I wanted to check and be certain. Alright, we're going back down the hill. I gotta be honest, I'm really not sure how often I'm actually going to stream me Korok seed hunting. This might be something I do off-screen because of how effing boring I find this. Okay, let's slow down. Because, like, at least if I do it off-screen, I can listen to my music or watch something at the same time to keep myself sort of entertained. I can't really do that while I'm streaming. Especially since this goes on YouTube later. After I've, you know, edited everything. And I'm gonna have like 4 videos to edit at this rate. Great. And 5. Okay. Where is the next contestant? Where is that? Oh, it's over there. Wait, what Korok seed is that? I'm not going over there till I know what it is. Fast forward. Okay, that's fine. If it was another stupid rock throwing puzzle, I was not going over there. How long have I been doing this? Barely 1 hour. And I'm feeling tired because I am that bored out of my effing skull. Okay, I gotta figure out something I can do here. Ay, ay, ay. Bunch of keys flying by. F off. Ah! I shot one of you. Go away. Whoa. And ta-da. I think the rune I use most in this is stasis, and that's just because I like being able to freeze my enemies. Entirely, again, because I'm a bad shot with a bow. Okay. Next. Not getting that one. It's a stinking rock throwing puzzle. Again, I will link my guide in the description on YouTube so other people can see it. Okay, that's right here. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Go, go. Unfortunately, I don't have the DLC right now. I couldn't afford it after I bought the game. It's like $20 for both of them, but I just don't have it. And it's okay, because I definitely don't plan on doing that until I've done basically everything else. I've always saved the DLC for, like, very end game, so I don't expect to reach that point for quite a while yet, so it's okay. When I get money again at the end of this month, I'll be able to get them. Or who knows, I could get lucky and someone buys something from my Etsy shop. Hardly unlikely, but hey, you never know, it could happen. Okay, I'm pretty sure I gotta climb up here. I didn't check the video. Well, I know that. Just like, I wouldn't kill the final boss, is what I mean. Link? I'm already so tired of doing this. I've barely been doing it for long. Oh crap. I need you to run like you stole something, okay? Get up there. And now I'm gonna wait here for a little bit. Wow, that's just a blob of red on the stinking software. I need to readjust the settings, because that looks terrible. Wow, I'm definitely gonna have to readjust the settings. Okay, where's the next Korok? I can at least look for that in the meantime. Okay, it's on the bridge over there. I can say I'm not looking forward to Trial of the Sword again. I've only ever done both DLCs once, and I'm definitely not looking forward to Trial of the Sword. I found that supremely difficult. It was worth it, but it was infuriatingly hard. And that's just because I'm not good at the game. I'm okay at it, but I'm not amazing. Oh man, that looks so bad. Okay, if I remember right, the Korok is actually under the bridge, yeah? Would you climb up there, please? It's this rock, isn't it? Apparently. Get out of here. Okay, is the next one over here? Okay, I think I already saw that. Like there somewhere? I'm not gonna be able to climb up the bridge, unfortunately. And I think I'm gonna have to wait until I do, because I'm not gonna be able to swim across this. Quit trying to climb that. Hey me, I think you're forgetting you're not playing Tears. You can do this. Wow, have I missed the old runes. Come on. There. Don't get me wrong, I like the runes and Tears just fine, but there's just something about the runes from Breath of the Wild that are so much more handy in a lot of occasions. There's Farish. Okay. Don't know how that got lit. Going to ignore them. I should not still be wandering around at night. I'm gonna get attacked by stall enemies. Aha! Found you. Yeah. Okay, next one is right next to me. How did I not notice that? Like this? Guess so. The outside air smells really nice. Oh no! It's an effing shooting minigame. I'm not good at these. Crap. Gosh dang it. It was gonna happen eventually. I see it. I also see a shrine, which I definitely can't get to while it's raining. And I probably wouldn't get to that in time. And I don't think I can get up here till that stops. I'm gonna blow my nose. Alright. Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to come back around. Because I cannot hit a moving target. When I say I'm a bad shot, I'm really not kidding about that. And I do believe that's a memory location right there. Am I going to go to it? No, because that's not in the right order. Or I'm going over there anyway because there's a Korok seed right there. Well, okay. That's funny. I'll come back for the horse. I was gonna completely ignore that spot, but the game told me no. Like, nah, there's a Korok seed there. You have to go. I'm feeling more tired by the minute, and I was not feeling tired before I started doing this. Ignoring. And I think for the most part, Minda's going to look for these things off screen, henceforth. Because... is that Talus? I think it is. Not sure though. Yeah, I might have to just do this crap off screen. Okay, where's the next one? And I think I already know where that is. Yes, I do. Right there. Yep. I recognized that spot. That's because I'm lazy. I'm gonna teleport. Yeah, I'll get 30 of these little boogers. And then we're definitely gonna start doing something else. Like, we'll go around and kill Stone Talus for a bit. How's that sound? Because I cannot keep this up. Because I guarantee you all, the moment I stop hunting for Koroks, I'm gonna start feeling more awake. Ay, ay, ay. One should not feel bored while they're playing an effing video game. Okay, here we go. I definitely could have got this one as we came through before, but I just didn't do it. I'm not picking these up, I don't want them. Gimme. And ta-da. Alright, one more, and then the torment will be ended because I cannot keep doing this. Did I miss one somewhere? Wait, no, yes, I did. I refused to get the one that was in the water. Is that right here? Yes, it is. 3 trees clustered together. That wasn't hard to figure out. Oh, I think I can figure out how to get the Korok on my own. I think I remember how these work. I'll probably save beforehand, just in case. Yeah, just to be safe. Okay, there needs to be just a single apple on the tree. The apple's floating. Alright, there we go. That's the last one I'm getting on screen. I cannot keep doing this, guys. I'm sorry. To the people out there who like doing this, good for you. If I could pay you to do it for me, I would. Because I hate this. Alright, we're gonna kill Stone Tallus instead, because I actually like doing that. I'd go after Hinox as well, but don't really wanna at the moment. Plus, I don't have a lot of weapon slots, so I'd rather wait. You know, that being the case, let's go talk to Hetsu for the first time, shall we? Take care of... Let's see how much we can take care of just with these 30. Probably not many, honestly. But let's just see what we can do. It's a Korok right there, by the way. I remember that one. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Whoa! Well, that was unfortunate for the goat. I should probably try to activate those shrines all the way up there. As long as it's not raining, I have speed ups and I have stamina restoratives, I can probably get up there. Oh, it's funny. The horse was in Kakariko when we started, and it's gonna stay there by the time we're done with stream, because we're gonna be running around a lot, finding Tallus. And I definitely don't want the horse nearby to that. Well, I can probably bring it close to a couple without there being a problem, so we'll see. Off the top of my head, I think I know where another one might be, but I'm probably better off using the guide. Because I definitely have not memorized all their locations. One thing I'm definitely happy about is that I don't have to go Lionel hunting. Well, not entirely true. I might do it just because they tend to drop a lot of arrows and tears, and I'm hoping they do the same thing in Breath of the Wild. Because when I start making guardian arrows, I'm going to be short on my regular arrows. Boop. Okay, we're almost there. You stay there. How did they even steal him from you? Alright, here we go. This shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Especially if I can stealth this just a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure I need to. Yeah, I don't think I need to. Says that immediately gets hit by the spear. Whoops. There we go, that's what I meant to do. We did not just block that when I threw it at the side of you. Whatever. Can I imagine if I had killed some Talus and Hinox, this might have been a little more difficult because the enemies could have potentially have ranked up. I'm not sure why those monsters even wanted these. Alright. Let's go bring them back. And see what we can do with our Korok seeds. Ideally, I'd like 3 slots for weapons and 3 slots for bow. But if I can't have that, then okay. I only have 30 after all. There you go. Yep, I have a bunch. Please do. Start with that. It's a little bit more important to me than the bow. And I love that he does that. Here you go. I'm not watching that every time. Okay, once more. If he'll let me. Yep, that's what I thought. Well, luckily I know where he's going.